Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more RimWorld, returning to a no-hope playthrough. So right now we have more food than I know what to do with, and we're going to have people on full cooking duty as a result. And I'm going to be watching C-3PO carefully here, and making sure that she's continuing to get through this camel meat as much as possible. And hopefully the cows help us clear out some of this fridge space as well as they eat the potatoes and corn. They like to go after veggies if they're there and available. Looks like C-3PO is really churning out those simple meals nicely and getting through the camel meat. So not too much of it, I think, will spoil here. Okay, what are you up to? You're getting... No, don't... No. No. You are prioritizing cooking. Cooking. Keep cooking. You're not done with cooking until I say you're done with cooking. Luke stayed up throughout the entire night to cook as much as he possibly could. Because ideally, we want him to be cooking because he can cook fine meals. Fine meals will use up more resources, so we'll get through our food quicker. Okay. And right now, we're having a hard time with storage. As crops just keep coming in, food keeps coming in. That's, and you know, it's not a bad problem to have for sure, but now we have our other production facility up and running. I am going to want to put in a door. It's going to be made out of wood. I'm going to put that right there. I am going to be eventually extending out this hallway, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And then once we have this walled off and it's considered indoors, which it currently isn't because it's not walled off, or doored off, or whatever you want to say there. Okay, cows, help me out here. Keep eating. I did have a few of the cows die off from starvation because at the time we didn't have quite as good resource-wise. Okay, now this should be indoors. It's just not roofed. Once we get that going, we can connect the storeroom over. Okay, we are nice and indoors, so I am going to knock out... Well, let me think about where we want the door. Usually speaking, let's say we put in another cooker. So production... Gonna be electric stove, and I'm gonna want to put it... Yeah, that's perfect. Right there is perfect, I think. Bad temperature. What the hell does that mean? Oh, okay, I guess because it's too hot or something? I don't know. Well, we're gonna deconstruct that. And then we'll put a door in. We'll be good to go. Where is Old Ben? Old Ben, where are you? You're right there. Can you help me out here? Colonist needs treatment. Old Ben, can you... Never mind. Can you go... Treat. That's kind of your thing. Luke is up and about. Let's suspend this. I think he should be up and about anyway. Okay. Where is somebody that can deconstruct for me? Chewbacca. Get over here. Prioritize. We only have a couple more hours to work with here. Okay, and then we need another wooden door right there. You're going to be working on that, it looks like. Perfect. I am going to eventually want to floor this off too, but that's not right now the priority. Right now the priority is getting another cooker up and running. I do want to take a look at my current power grid. Alright, so this may be a problem the way I have my power grid set up right now, and I may want to deconstruct it. And the reason being is I do not want my main power grid running the kill box. We want to be able to switch the kill box off. So ideally, we don't want any of the guns to be within range of any of our power lines. And right now, they definitely would be. Now, I could just have this up on 24/7. I don't know if that would be ideal, but you know, in theory, I could do that. Okay, how are you doing? How about your needs? Did anybody feed you? No, nobody fed you. Luke, you're up. Do me a favor and feed R2-D2. You know, you could feed her with one of those meals that is literally sitting right next to her, but whatever. As long as she's getting fed, that's all I care about. And you're going to go to bed, I guess. Okay, well, let's speed through the night if that's the way things are going to go. How is your health? As far as this goes. Okay, so it's still minor, but immunity is just staying ahead of it right now, which is good. As long as old Ben is doing his job, she should be okay, but I might have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so Luke's going to go in there. He's going to cook. Yeah, we got corn, and we got all kinds of stuff that's just not getting in the fridge because we don't have room for it. But as we produce more meals here, hopefully we'll turn that around. And we are going to start a build here. Add bill. We're going to make simple meals. And we're going to do forever. And this should keep C-3PO busy. Now, right now, there's not a whole lot going on in this room. I am going to want a light source at some point so that they're not in the dark. So put that right next to the cooker and somebody that's not doing something. Let's say Chewbacca. Chewbacca's usually pretty free. What are you up to? You're hauling. Okay. Once you're done hauling, can you get the light finished? We'll see what he does naturally, of course. Okay. Not sure what he was going to do, but that's odd. I guess he grabbed more steel than he needed. Okay, how are we doing over here? Alice needs treatment. Let's see if old Ben does that naturally. Of course he doesn't. An asshole. There we go. Now, I am blowing our top medicine on this, but this is what that top medicine is for, in my opinion, is illnesses and things that are more serious, that could be life-threatening. We're propping the door open right now. That's ideal, not ideal, but thankfully we have 2 cooks now. So hopefully we can deal with that as we continue to make meals here. I am a little bit concerned that some of these meals may not last, but may need an expansion of the fridge. I would prefer not to have to do that, but with the way things are going, it looks like our food production is pretty off the charts, so we could put fridges in here. We do have that capacity, but I don't want to waste too many components and other things on stuff like that. All right, so let me get on our security situation, because that is something that I am definitely concerned with. So I'm going to draw the power down this way. That should keep the power lines maybe far enough away. I mean, honestly, the way the power line is running right now, we don't even have to do it like this, do we? Because this power line goes this way. I mean, we do have redundancy with this, but now the downside is the way that I'm going to have to deconstruct this is going to be a pain in the ass, because oh. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. Because if I just use the deconstruct order, it will deconstruct the wall too. I have to actually select what I want. Maybe there's a more efficient way to do this, but as far as I know, you have to specifically select power conduit, and it doesn't do that automatically. You have to click a couple times. I mean, it's still doable. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. I'm hoping this will work the way we want it to. Otherwise, it's a big waste of time, but hey, what can you do? Out of curiosity, have we finished the deconstructing down here? Almost, but mostly I think we've had other things that are higher priority going on. Pretty warm in here, so we're going to want to deal with that. And best way to deal with that is grab a vent and stick that in the room. So we'll put it... Why don't we put it right next to the door? And old Ben, if you are anywhere, can you go ahead? I don't know what you're up to. You have steel. You're doing something. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're doing my conduits for me. Chewbacca, where are you? You're there. Probably doing the same job. Well, you know what? Why don't you just go ahead and work on the vent instead? I don't want C-3PO being too hot. There we go. That should help. There is a cooler right here. I thought we had a cooler in here, but I guess I'm wrong. And the fact that we have some of this area roofed in, maybe not ideal, because it makes it getting coolers working a little bit tricky. As a matter of fact, this is a problem right here. Let me take a look at the roof area that we currently have. Yeah, see, that's a problem. We can't do that. So I'm going to have to dismantle the roofs. I'm sorry. Let's clear. That's what we want. I think we have to clear all this area out. Because otherwise these coolers will not work the way we want them to. And I hadn't planned on making this roofed in. I didn't really care one way or the other. But now that I think about it, this is not ideal. So now we're going to expand the no roof zone. And we're going to include all of this area here. So that we're not roofing where we don't want to have roofs. I guess maybe I could have just overridden and not had to clear. But no roofs in here. They should dismantle any roofs that exist in these areas, and then we'll have our cooler running appropriately. So I'm glad I caught that, and I am eventually probably going to want a cooler up here anyway, just because we might need it to keep this area cool, because it's pretty warm in the base. And you know, while I think about it, might as well do it. So let's flip this sucker around, and we'll put it right there. And I don't care who works on it, but old Ben, might be you that does it. Get over here and prioritize working on that, please. Because we're getting into summer here soon, and temperatures are going to be rather high. And our refrigerator is probably not refrigerated because of this. Not a big fan of the fact that they prop the door open like that. We solved that issue. Okay, the cooler should be up and running. And it is working. It's bringing temperatures down. Still tricky when you have such warm temperatures. And some of this food that we have sitting out here might go bad on us, unfortunately. We could make an area over here a cooler temporarily just to deal with the food that we have, because, I mean, look at this. We got so much food. A lot of it is the fact that we have, what, 800 something warg meat, which may go away, so... As a matter of fact, some of this meat that we have in the fridge right now, even though it is in the fridge, is gonna go on us. Uh-oh. I haven't had anybody go berserk in a very long time. It could be that I missed treatment. Shoot. Well. Go beat her up, please. Actually, you know what? That might not be necessary. Now I think about it, she's in a room. That was actually my bad. I apologize. As long as she stays away from people, the berserk might turn off. Now, if we have to, when people wake up, we might have to beat her into submission. Because people might shoot her if I don't. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on her. I have a feeling what happened is nobody was taking care of her because of other stuff, and I was getting distracted, so she didn't get fed, she didn't get treated, probably. But while she's going berserk, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Alright, come on. Calm down. Alright, too late. I'm gonna have to slow this down so I can keep an eye on these guys. Okay. Come over here and punch her. Because all it takes is one of these guys to start shooting her, and we're in trouble. So everybody just needs to start punching the crap out of her until she goes down. There we go. Alright. Never mind, everybody undraft. We really had to beat her down, though, which I really hate, but... You're gonna rescue her. And then you're gonna treat her, which is something you should have done a long time ago, or I was gonna pick that up. No, you're not gonna go back to bed, you asshole. Treat, Leia. I can't feed her and treat her at the same time, huh? Alright, well, she's gonna get treated. And then we'll feed her and we'll go from there. Looks like we finally did clear out a space in the fridge, so... Once we're done here, we're gonna feed her. She probably has a lot of things that need treating, though. We haven't treated the flu itself yet. Okay. Getting there. Okay, we got cargo pods. Let's jump to the location. Not really sure. I know this is some kind of drug, but I don't really remember what it does. All right. Okay, he's gonna feed her. That's good. At least I think she fed her. Or he fed her. Needs. Okay. What are you up to? Aren't you... Yeah. Rest. Here you go. Okay, other colonists need treatment, but it's mostly punches and stuff. Once old Ben is done eating here, Let's treat Leia. And food good, C-3PO. Food not good. Chewbacca, where are you? You. Prioritize feeding. Oh, you're gonna actually treat her. Stop. I mean, that's nice, but we're not blowing good medicine on bruises. Okay. Undraft. You can treat her now, if you want. I mean, they're probably not well treated, but... Okay, R2-D2 just went berserk again. I can't beat her up again. She's gonna die. Luke, just get out of there. Shoot. I can't beat her up again. She'll die. That's why I was hoping that we could avoid her. But she's in the kitchen, which is real pile of mess. All right, I don't have much choice here. I gotta stop people from going in the kitchen. And I don't know how to do that because they're probably going to keep wanting to go in the kitchen. I have to keep people away from her entirely, or they will beat her to death and she will die. So the fact that she just went berserk again is bad. I've had this happen before in other playthroughs. When you have somebody go berserk and then immediately go berserk again, if you beat them down again, they will die. They just can't take that abuse. Look at her health. It's under half. So we can't lose R2-D2 to something like that. But the problem is she's going to go after anyone she can see. So I'm just going to have to run from her. And it's going to be tedious as hell, but it's just going to be how things go, I think. So I'm going to undraft you. And I'm going to start... Can't. I don't know what to do. I can't do that. Go somewhere else, anywhere else. I don't care. Oh, good. It looks like we're actually getting her to chase me. Might be able to lead her somewhere that is far away from everybody, and then we just let them be undrafted. Oh, this is actually working out well, because Luke can outrun her. Okay, this works. As long as he doesn't shoot her. Good. We just got her to go into an area that she's not likely going to harm anyone. The real threat, though, is I think there was a cougar in the area. So that could be dangerous. So I'm hoping that she stopped chasing... Oh, crap. We can't have her go towards a turret. I'm going to have to keep her out here, because the turrets, I think, will just shoot her, and there's nothing I can do about that. I am going to restrict people and put them in the home area. So only area 2 are they allowed in. Okay. And then... I am going to expand the one zone, area 2, to include this area. All right. Hopefully, by Luke running around and keeping her busy, we can run her berserk off, and she won't harm anyone. Because, as I said, I cannot allow her to die by beating her to death. I also cannot let her go over the turrets and be killed that way, so... I don't know if this is wise to go inside. I should probably not. I mean, I don't know if this works or not, but I have seen this work in the past where you can... Oh. We'll turn that off, a medical bed. I have seen it work in the past, let's just put it that way. Where you can't run somebody's berserk down. Usually it's in instances where they go berserk somewhere where they can't harm anyone, and you just let them run around for a while. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do now. The downside is we're not being able to use the Luke for anything. Oh, no, no. Do not do that. Allow firing, turn that off. There. That way we won't have that happen again. The downside is she's not being treated while this is going on. Which is bad, honestly, because she needs treated for the flu. I mean, we don't need to treat her for another, what, 6 hours? So, I mean, that is what it is. She also needs fed, though, which, honestly, it looks like she's okay there, too. So, this is actually probably going to work just fine. The downside is Luke can't keep this up forever, so she really needs to calm the F down. Let's speed this up. I can... Alright, so warg meat is rotted away. That's fine. As long as people just stay in area 2, they'll... Okay, I think she's done. So I'm just gonna undraft Luke and have him do things that he needs to do. It looks like she's just wandering now. She's lost. She's kind of lost the mark, more or less. But she just wander around outside until she calms down, more or less. And then when she calms down, we'll turn this back to a medical bed, and she can lay down and sleep. Sleep it off. Only got 2 hours, though. She needs to calm down. Sometimes I hate how long these status effects can last. Okay, it looks like she's better. Where is she going? Like seriously, where is she going? Okay, so she's gonna go get a meal, which she needs, probably. At this point, because she's been running around. Being a crazy. Okay. I know people are upset and stuff. Okay. Before you go to bed, there was something I wanted you to do. I don't remember what it is now. Well, first off, everybody can be unrestricted. There's definitely something I wanted to do. Like pick something up or something like that. I don't know what it is. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. But, Joy, getting up there. We're going to allow R2D2 to do that. And she's going to go. And we probably need to treat her at this point. So old Ben's going to have to get up. And start coming over this way. So we can treat. There we go. Escape pod. Okay. Well, yeah, she is Han's lover. Okay, jump to location. So we do have to rescue her, I guess. Because otherwise, what's-his-face will be upset. Injuries are not that bad. Character, age 44. She's dumb labor, social. She's incapable of a lot of things. Okay. Steadfast. I'm still going to save her so she doesn't die. I don't really want her to join the colony, though. Because she's not that good. I mean, she's good at medicine, I guess. But Artistic, technically we need, so I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But we need to rescue her, and we don't have anywhere to put her, do we? I guess she can be in this room over here. So, furniture, sleeping spot. And we'll turn that to a medical bed, and then we'll tell, I don't care who it is, but somebody is probably not too upset right now. Probably Chewbacca. Chewbacca seems to be always in a good mood. So go ahead and have her be rescued, and health-wise, we can't do anything with her right now, but all right. So we've got what we need to rescue her. I think we'll be okay. I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.